Hey everybody, it's David Gordon from TheaterMania here. We are coming at you live from my apartment, and we'll be in Austin Scott's house too. Big day in the Broadway sphere today. The Broadway League announced that theaters will not be reopening until June 7th, which is sad, but it's for the greater good. And that's all the sadness that we're going to have today, because I'm going to bring in Austin Scott now. He is the star of Girl from the North Country on Broadway. You might have seen him as Alexander Hamilton in Hamilton. So let's say hi to Austin, please. Hi, Austin. How you doing?
Hey. Supposedly my mic got muted, so I'm trying to get it up and running again fast because I can't hear you.
No, you're good. You're on.
1 second.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody.
Yeah. And if you're watching at home, feel free to ask us questions as I figure out how to get better in frame.
You just love technology.
Yeah. No, you're good. We can hear you. I think your mom says hi.
Why won't it let me? Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Getting there.
Yeah, I think we've gotten our first comment, and I think it's your mom. And your mom says hi.
I'm going to try with my headphones, see if that works.
Sure. Can you hear me? Is that better? Can you hear me? We good? Now I can't hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Great, and I can hear you. We're perfect. No, we're perfect.
We're good.
Now. Yeah, we're good.
Boom, baby. Done. Okay, right. How's that for an intro?
How are you holding up these days?
I'm good. I'm out in Vermont right now. So lucky that my girlfriend Alexa's parents actually invited us out here to just they took us under their wing, and they're letting us stay in their big, beautiful house out here in Vermont. So we got some space out in the backyard that we can go on hikes, for without coming into contact with anybody else. So I'm doing really just fine.
Your show, Girl from the North Country, was the last show my wife and I saw before the shutdown. We saw it the Tuesday night.
Wow.
We both loved it. I've seen it. This was my third time seeing Girl from the North Country as a show. I'd seen it at the Old Vic, and I saw it at the Public.
Nice.
And it just gets better and better and better every time I see it. And you guys are awesome. It sucks that you guys got shut down right after your opening. You guys were the last show to open before.
Honestly, and we're so lucky for that. You know what I mean? Like the fact that we got to open and we got to get reviewed and we got to, do Jimmy Fallon performance. Like we got really lucky.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
Tell me about putting the show together, because you came into it for the Broadway run.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I auditioned for it while I was still doing Hamilton on Broadway. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think I got the call that I got the part, and I started rehearsals probably like a month later. And it was really cool, going into it. Like I was thinking, okay, they've done this like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times at this point, in like London and Canada and off Broadway and all this. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to they're just going to fold me into this. But I was surprised pleasantly so that like, it felt like we were creating something totally new. Like they were, yeah, it was great. I mean, they were like, they weren't interested in like, having me copy anything that the last people did, or like, even rehashing things that this cast had done it off Broadway. No, it was from the ground up. We were kind of just, playing and finding new things and doing that. So it was a really, really fun experience.
Did you know, were you a Bob Dylan fan before you started off? Did you know his music? Were you?
Yeah. I mean, like I knew of him for sure. And like, there was, sad to say, I think most of his songs I knew because other people had made covers of them. So like, I know, Make You Feel My Love because Adele sang it.
Right.
I didn't really know that John nope. Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Quarantine brain, you know how it is.
Yeah, of course.
Bob Dylan has sang it. But like since I started working on the show, there actually were so many songs that I've loved for a long time that I didn't know Bob Dylan wrote, that I was like, oh my God, he did that. And then he did that too. And then he did, oh my God, that's incredible. And so I've become a Bob Dylan fan through this process, I feel like.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How are you holding up now? So you're in Vermont, you're able to go on board. What are you doing to like pass the time?
So many things. I usually wake up in the morning. I've gotten into taking cold showers every morning. which is this interesting thing that because I watched Gwyneth Paltrow has this TV show called The Goop Lab.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
and they had, I don't know if you know that one.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had this dude called Wim Hof. It's a terrible pronunciation of his name, I'm sure, but he like swears by like cold water therapy and like, strengthening your immune system and like, waking yourself up and all of these things for cold water. So I've been doing that, and I feel like it's been helping a lot with just like, anxiety and like moods and staying productive during the day. So that's how I've been starting my days. And then I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of, like I said, going out and walking. I'm like connecting with friends that I haven't, been able to talk to for a long time because like most of them are performers as well, and we all have, crazy conflicting schedules, so we never get to talk.
Yeah.
And I'm getting to see them like every day, which is really pretty great.
Yeah.
I've been using House Party a lot. Have you heard about House Party?
No, what's House Party?
House Party it's an app. It's like Zoom. What do you call it? Jackbox or Jack in the Box or something like that. It's like that, but like so it's you can FaceTime a bunch of different people, and you can play like trivia games or like somebody's trying to draw something, everyone else has to guess. Like I said, picture.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really fun. So I've been doing that a lot with like my Hamilton friends from like on tour and on Broadway. Like we've been getting together all the time and doing things like that. So that's been good to like keep my spirits up. I've been reading. I started this like Facebook group for like folks on Broadway and also like folks on tour and like really anybody regional productions that like have been shut down and are just kind of like waiting. And it's been really cool. We've got like over 2,000 people on it now, and like people just like share like workout classes that they're doing, or like we got some doctors on there that are like posting things about like mental health and how to stay stay positive and stuff. Yeah, it's really dope. It's called Broadway Shutdown. It's not the most joyful name, but I created it at midnight on like the day after shutdown. I was just like, I want to talk to people. So that's been really cool. And
can anybody join this group, or is that
you can? It's closed, but like I'm the admin, so like at this point I'm just like whoever is like, if you're in theater, you're working in theater, like shoot me a request. It's all good.
You're first.
You got to come together, right? You're here first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been really cool to connect with like people in the industry and stuff like that. And I've been doing like been doing outreach things to like doing like Q&As here and there. I've been like zooming into some like high school theater classes and stuff, and just like saying hi to people and answer questions and stuff. So just like whatever I can do to stay positive and feel like I'm staying connected and like creative in some way, and like also giving back. Yeah, today was tough.
Yeah.
Hearing about that, we knew it was coming for sure. But
yeah, my wife is getting me into TikTok, and we're doing TikTok stuff.
How's it going? How long have you been at it for?
She tries to teach me dances, and I just flail my arm.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I, we started one, and we had this dream of becoming TikTok famous, and we were sure we were going to do it. We're like, how hard can it be? I think we have 2 videos up. We started like three weeks ago. But we're gonna do it. I think we're setting the intention. It's gonna happen.
Are you doing workout videos on Instagram? We have a comment from Johnny Waldschmidt saying, "Keep the workout videos coming. They're incredible."
Oh, so I'm not teaching workout videos, but he's probably talking about. I've been doing this workout class with my girlfriend called The Class, and like we just been posting like stupid videos of me like trying to twerk in the background and like things like that. So I will keep them coming. Y'all got it.
Cool.
But that's been great too. Like it's a really cool class. Kicks my butt. Like my girlfriend just coasts through it. Like she is on it. She doesn't take like any breaks, and I'm just over here like every 10 minutes.
And you played Alexander Hamilton for like,
I did.
And if you're gasping through it, this must be hard.
It's tough. I mean, it's cool because it's super like, it's got like this like meditative element to it, and it's like very very heart centered, which is cool. But I mean, let's be honest. Like the majority of what I did in Hamilton that took any energy was like this. That's it's like it was not a very aerobic show for me. But yeah, it's good to, especially now because I'm playing a boxer. It's good to keep myself going. But yeah, I didn't realize how out of shape I was until started doing this.
Is Alexander Hamilton a hard role?
Yeah.
Why?
This
question I probably asked.
No, it is a difficult role. It is about as difficult as it is like incredibly fulfilling. Lynn called it like a 14-course meal because like, you know, you're living like the course of like 30 years of somebody's life and you're going through all of these crazy emotional up and downs. So like for that reason alone, even just the emotional component of it, it is emotionally exhausting. Add on to that the fact that he leaves the stage for like a grand total of maybe 3 minutes, you know, throughout the entire show. Like he's on stage the entire time, going up and down stairs. You know, like I said, he's this dude that is on the balls of his feet all the time. He's always got something to prove. He's always like, you know, up here on level 100 while everyone else is, you know, coasting in a calm like 50 or something. So like getting psyched up to do that every night took a lot of like mental and emotional and like stamina and willpower for sure. But I mean, for all those reasons, it's the most incredible role I've ever played. You know, it's like there's just so much to sink your teeth into, and you know, you never really get bored with it.
Yeah, tell me about your daily routine leading up to a performance.
So usually I would get up probably around 10 or so because, you know, the shows would often get out at like 11. So I get up at like 10, drink like a ton of water just to like start hydrating early on because you got to stay hydrated for this. I would like do some kind of workout, whether it was like stretches or like, you know, I had a lot of PT exercise. I had so much PT over the course of those 2 years. My God. So I would do my PT exercise in the morning, do some kind of like, you know, physical activity just to get myself going. And then it was usually just kind of like rest, trying not to talk too much. You know, if I had auditions or meetings or, you know, anything like that to go to, obviously I would like go and do those. But for the most part, it was kind of just like hydrating, fueling up, eating a lot of protein, resting, trying to like, you know, let my mind take a break because I knew like once, you know, 5 o'clock rolled around, like I had to start, you know, mentally preparing and like amping up for that. So yeah, it was a lot of like just rest and being as easy on myself as possible, but you know, making sure I had the fuel and all of that and keeping my body strong and stretched.
Yeah. So you did it on tour for a while and then you did it on Broadway. We saw
you. So I did it on tour for a year and then on Broadway for a year.
Yeah. What well, I'm gonna go to an audience question.
Yeah.
Viewer question, and I'm gonna say if you have questions, feel free to send them in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pop them up on the screen. This is a fun one from Ava Smith. Do you know Lin-Manuel Miranda? Have you met? What is he like? Or anyone else in Hamilton? What is the cast like?
I've met pretty much all of the original cast at this point, I think. And they're all great. Yeah, I've met Lin on several occasions. He's super, super cool. He's, you know, about as sweet as you'd hope he would be. Yeah. He's gave me a shout out on the Rosie O'Donnell show the other day. I thought that was so sweet. I was like, Lin, I love you. But yeah, he's super cool. I think the first time he saw me do it we were in DC, and literally like I think I knew he was there because I think most of the creative team were there. They were kind of just all surprising us. But he came into my dressing room at intermission, and he's just like, "Dude, you're so good." I was like, "Oh my God, you're so good. What are you talking about?" And it was just super sweet. And he apologized because he had filmed something in the dressing room earlier because they had done like a thing with him, and he was playing Hamilton, and he's like, "I'm sorry if your room smells like a tuna sandwich because I ate a lot of tuna sandwiches earlier." I was like, "It's all good."
They're just like
but
that.
yeah. But no, everyone's super cool. Like it's a family. They call it the Hamm Fam, and it's like if you've ever been in Hamilton, anywhere, like in any of the companies, like you're always welcome to like come backstage, you know, and then like hang out, and so like everyone knows everybody, and it's just a super warm family.
I love that.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan hasn't seen Girl from the North Country on Broadway yet, has he?
Not that I'm aware of, but the thing with that dude is he kind of does whatever he wants. You know, like he won the Nobel Prize and didn't show up for it.
Right.
So he just does what he wants. But like he did see it off Broadway though, I heard, and like apparently he didn't tell anybody he was coming. He was just like chilling in the audience with like a hoodie on, and so like he could have been there in like some elaborate disguise, and we never would have known.
But did he send you? He sent you guys like boxes of whiskey or something right before. Tell me
Yeah,
about that video.
he has his own whiskey, Heaven's Door, which is actually really, really good. I love whiskey. That's my favorite kind.
Me
Um,
too.
but it was really good. Yeah, he sent us all a bottle, and we got to just like get around and we took videos and all did a cheers and tasted it and stuff. It was really good.
How are you guys talking? Like, are you doing like Zoom rehearsals or Zoom meetings or whatever with the cast of the show to prepare?
Not so much rehearsals, but like we've got an ongoing text thread going. But like it's less rehearsals and more like we have a current challenge going where we each have to sing a Bob Dylan song, and accompany ourselves if we can, and like whoever does the best, I guess, rendition of a Bob Dylan song, we win. There may or may not be like a impersonation element to it, but with all respect, of course.
Who's winning so far?
Who's winning so far? I would say
Please tell me.
probably who?
Please tell me it's Mayor Winningham.
Mayor hasn't done one yet. I'm shouting out, Mayor, come on. It's your time. No, every time somebody gets challenged, then they have to do it, and they challenge someone else. So it hasn't gotten to Mayor yet, but someone will challenge Mayor. It's probably Colton. I think Colton Ryan probably has it right now. He's got a pretty solid Bob Dylan. So we've been doing that. We have been coming together like just the other day or yesterday actually. We got on a Zoom call with like the producers and all the like everyone who works backstage and the cast and everybody. We just kind of came together. And it was just like a big love session of like connecting and sharing positive stories and sharing love. So it's such an incredible group of people.
It's a really cool show, and you guys all look like you love doing that show too.
Yeah. It's oh god, it's so much fun. And it's like when we're up there, we're there for each other. Of course we're there for the audience, absolutely, but it's like it's this interesting thing of like we're kind of up there and we're just like living this life and like having a party. And I think the way that Connor, the director, would say it's like we're opening the door, and we're like, we're having this party in here, come on in and join us, if you want, but it's going on. And it's like it's very much that feeling. We're up there, we're supporting each other. It's like such a give and take. We're so present with each other. It's a really incredible thing to be a part of.
Remind me, do you play any instruments in it? I feel like you play every now and then. Is that true?
I think I might be the only person aside from J.O. Sanders, who plays Nick, that doesn't play like at least even a shaker. Like I don't even have a shaker, which to be honest with you is probably for the best. I don't have the best rhythm at all. Like I tried to play. I did this show called Hood, which is about Robin Hood, in Dallas a few years ago, and I played a shaker in that. And when I tell you, like the MD just had the patience of a saint because I could just never find it. I could just never find like how to hit the sand against the shaker. So I think it's probably for the best that I don't play an instrument.
Is that Douglas Carter Bean and Louis Flynn?
Yes,
Hood?
yes.
Yeah.
That's
tell me about that show. Was that show fun? Who did you play?
So much fun. So I played the sheriff of Nottingham, which is he's like the villain of the story. It was dope. I mean, I had dreadlocks like all the way down to my waist, and we did like, it was intense. We did like a month of training with broadswords, like legit heavy, like full on metal broadswords, and like. Yeah, I was living out like my 7-year-old fantasies. Like I was just over here like sword fighting in like this huge, massive like costume with dreadlocks, and definitely like banged up my fingers one time. I think I might have stabbed Robin Hood once or twice on accident. But this goes along. It's part of the work. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
No swords and Girl from the North Country.
No. Although maybe when we come back, maybe we'll go put in a word.
Yeah. What? So tell us what you're doing. Like when you get into like a negative place now, when you like get bored and you just start thinking about the world, how do you snap yourself out of it? Do you snap yourself out of it?
Yeah, I mean, I get my body moving in some way or another. Ideally, like I'll go outside. If it's not snowing or something out here, and like I'll just at least sit on the porch. Or just like take a little walk around the backyard, because the fresh air really just helps kind of clear things out. But if I can't do that, if it's if it's really bad outside or something, then I'll just like I'll do some yoga or do a workout class or meditation. I'm really into meditation.
What
Just kind of.
Meditation is a thing I can never get into.
I feel it. It's hard. I've never been one that's so big on the guided meditations. Like the where they like talk to you and like they talk you through it. I more just do just like the super basic, like I take a breath in and then I notice that I'm taking a breath in and then I take a breath out and I notice I'm taking a breath out. And like that's it. You just say, now I'm inhaling, now I'm exhaling, now I'm inhaling, now I'm exhaling. And you just do that for like 10 minutes. And anytime your mind kind of starts to wander, you just like gently bring yourself back. And it just centers you, it helps put you in the present and kind of calm down some anxieties and some fears. So that's definitely something I do. But or I'll call some friends, like I said, connecting with people because we all going through it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like everybody's going through it, and so like I'll call some friends and I'll just be honest. I'll just be like, I'm not feeling too great right now. Like I'm kind of down. How are you doing? And we just kind of lift each other up.
Yeah, I feel like everybody needs to just like bond together and get together.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how we're gonna get through this.
Yeah. What are you watching on TV? Are you guys watching TV? Are you binging anything?
So my girlfriend and I, our guilty pleasure is Love Island UK.
Oh,
I don't know how many people are familiar with that, but it's like it's a reality TV dating show type of thing. But it's basically just that they put all of these British people together on this like little Spanish villa, and just you can imagine what ensues, just drama everywhere. So we've probably gotten through like 2 seasons of that so far. We only watch it at night, which is like we have some amount of self-control. But we definitely we get ready for bed, we snuggle in, and then we watch like 2 episodes every night. So we're definitely super invested in that right now. I've also been watching like Parks and Rec, which I forgot how hilarious that show was. And my girlfriend's watching Barry, which is a really cool show that I want to get into. And I've also been like, this is probably not the healthiest thing, but I've been like really drawn to like post-apocalyptic movies.
Oh yeah, I'm at a place for that at the moment.
Like not helpful, right? Like not helpful. But for some reason, like all I want to watch is like Snowpiercer and I Am Legend and like all these things.
Snowpiercer is a great movie.
It's a great movie. No, like I mean, like all the movies that I'm watching are really like they're great films.
Yeah.
It's just like it's funny to me that like that's what I'm drawn to. But it's probably has something to do with like at the end of all those movies, there's like humanity somehow figures it all out and comes back together. And I'm like, we can do that. We're gonna do that too.
We can.
We can, and we will.
We will.
But yeah, I've been watching a lot of those too.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
I really appreciate this. Everybody who's watching in the interwebs, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Austin is in Girl from the North Country, which hopefully will reopen on Broadway on June 7th with everything else.
We'll be back. Oh, yeah.
And stay tuned tomorrow. We've got Alyssa May Gold from our Dear Dead Drug Lord joining me. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, everybody.